Good morning. I'm gonna have to, I guess, do my video in a kind of weird way today. I'm really busy, behind, and really thought about just not doing video. But like I think I mentioned in the last video, the devil's really trying to get me to stop doing these videos. And he's tried his best to get me to quit and to kill me lately, so I'm trying to stick with it. I'm trying to be strong and just do what I need to do. And it's definitely a struggle. But I had a video idea the other day and I didn't do the video. There's been a few days go by that I didn't do the video, and I just really didn't have it in me to do it. And I'm going to try to do it today, and I'm going to try to do it while I am doing some things that I need to do today. I'm working in some storage. I've got things I'm just taking and I'm throwing away. There's a lot of stuff I'm getting rid of, stuff I'm taking to the shop. Just got a lot of stuff going on, but I'm going to try to do this video. And I didn't do it in the truck either, because you really can't hear me all that well in the truck. And I'm gonna have to try to do this to set, I need to set the camera down because I know moving a lot's might make some of y'all sick. We don't want that. So I'm gonna try to do the video real quick. The idea that I had was the seeds that you didn't sow. And, you know, you hear a lot about, especially if you're Christian, you hear a lot about sowing seeds. And there's scripture in the Bible about sowing good seed. Well, if you read the scripture, you sow the good seed, and then here comes some people who sow the tares, like the weeds, in with your good stuff. So that's really been on my mind the past few days. I really wanted to share it. You've sowed good seed. You know, if you've really tried your best, you followed the Lord, you've done what you believed was right, and still just all hell breaks loose, and you get a lot of what you did not sow. You know, you sowed like honesty, and you sowed just being a good person. You've done the right thing. You tried to be a good person, and then you got deceived. You've got all this other stuff thrown back at you, and you didn't ask for it, and you don't feel like you did anything to deserve it either, but it happened. And I've thought about that, about how it's so funny. This morning I was listening to a TD Jakes video, and he was talking about how long are you going to be bitter? How long are you going to be sad? How long are you going to be sorrowful? Because he was talking about Saul, and he was talking about Solomon. And all that scripture, and he was talking about, you know, how long are you going to say it? Life is too short. And I got to thinking about it, and I was like, really, how long? You know, life really is too short. We have to accept things. I mean, even when you've tried your best, you've sowed your good seed, and then you just got a bunch of crap, basically, to lack of a better word in the moment, you get crap back. There's nothing you can do about that. Okay? All you can do is the best that you can do. And I truly believe in my heart that God has a reason, God has a purpose for our pain. There's scripture about how our tears are collected in a bottle. You know, and TD Jakes mentioned something this morning that really hit me, and I thought, you know, wow, why didn't I think of that before? And he was talking about how Jesus knew sorrow. And he was talking about how Jesus was in the garden, and his tears, I mean, he was praying so hard his tears turned to blood. And I thought about that, and I was like, he really knows how I feel. Like, it's not just, he knows me, he knows my thoughts, he knows my feelings, he knows how I feel. He knows sorrow, and he knows pain. And that makes just so much of a difference, just to know that Jesus knows exactly how you feel. He knows that heartbreak. He knows the suffering. He knows what you're going through. And he's going to help you through it. And that's hard to hold on to, especially when it's a constant of the devil just feeding you everything. Just constantly going over your past in your mind. Constantly, well, look what happened. Look, you've just done every bit of this for nothing. Why are you wasting your time? Why are you fighting? You're not going to get anywhere. It's always just going to be the same. You're always just going to do your best, and you're just going to get crap in return. And he will feed you that all the time. And what he's doing is he wants you to quit. Okay, he really wants you to quit. When God's there saying, come on, we're getting to your purpose. We're getting there step by step. Things have to go in order. And a lot of times, the reason we can't move forward is because we can't let go of the past. And I thought about that this morning, and I'm like, how long are you going to choose to suffer? You're doing this to yourself. You're suffering. You are choosing to suffer instead of letting it go and accepting it. It's not your fault. It's not your fault what's happened. You've done your best. You've tried to do the right thing. You've held on to the Lord. You followed him. You can't help what anybody else does. You have to do what's right for yourself. And that's all that we can hold on to at times. We have to hold on to what the Lord gives us and do our best. And as long as you do that, God works everything to the good of those that love him. So if you put him first, you love him, you do your best, you try your absolute best to follow him, and you're going to mess up. Every day we're going to fail, we're going to sin, we're going to come short. But if you are really trying your best and you are putting God first, he will see you through. And there is a purpose for it. There is a reason. You have to hold on. And sometimes you have to just, like I mentioned, you have to just be on your knees. You just have to be still. Because there's no fight. There's no strength. You just have to just say it and be like, God, I can't do this. And I tell him that all the time. I'm like, God, I can't do this. But you can. So remember that. We have a champion. We have someone who loves us completely, exactly the way that we are. That's always going to be there. That's faithful. That's loyal. And that knows what pain is. That understands the sorrow that you feel. The pain that you're in. He knows. He understands. So, had to do the video. Like I said, the devil wants me to quit, but I'm not going to quit. If I can't do anything, and if I can't be a help to people, and if I can only be a hindrance, and if I only am going to sit on my hind end and do nothing, then I'd be better off to just go. To just God to take me home. If I'm not going to do anything, and I'm not going to try to help anybody, I just need to go home. So as long as I'm here, I want to try to do something. I want to shine my light. Even when the devil's like sitting there trying his absolute best to blow it out, I'm going to try my best to shine it. So, I want to do the video. Just press on, just as best, that I can. And that's how the devil is. When you're trying to do something good, he's going to fight you hard. So, please don't ever be deceived or led to believe it's easy, that it's an easy road, because it's not. Anytime you try to do anything for the Lord, like the scripture says, anytime I would do good, evil's always present. So it is a battle, but we know who has the victory. God has the victory. So just hang in there. Do your best. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you have a wonderful week. Please be praying for me, and I'll be praying for you. But most importantly, please pray for the lost, those who have no hope. That should be what's at the forefront of our mind and what we're praying for. But I've got a lot of work to do, and I'm behind. I'm getting a late start, so I gotta hurry up and kick it in gear and get all this done. But I love you guys, and I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you later.